On an unforgettable night, a massive fire swept through the city of Los Angeles, California, causing more than 144,000 people to be evacuated from their homes. This phenomenon gave rise to great anxiety and tension among citizens and the international community. The imagery was not only felt locally, but also echoed worldwide attention thanks to videos circulating on social media. One of the most attention-grabbing videos was a recording showing a giant fireball flying across the night sky. The incident went viral in no time and became a major topic in various global discussions. In addition, some of the videos were taken from inside a plane flying over Los Angeles with a very clear view. These videos show the stunning yet terrifying fireballs, creating a sensation around the world. The incidents not only made local headlines, but also attracted global attention, giving rise to a wave of speculation and theories about the origins and meaning of the phenomenon. In the initial report obtained from local authorities, the fire was caused by a number of complex factors, including extreme weather conditions, strong winds, and high temperatures. However, the fireball phenomenon that accompanied the fire remains an unanswered mystery. The fireball that crossed the night sky over Los Angeles created an impression that was not only alarming, but also full of strangeness. The sight of the fireball was very clear in the sky, with a perfect round shape and dazzling bright light. The characteristic of this fireball is that it does not have a long tail, as is usually seen in meteors that pass by. The fireball appeared to be moving at high speed, sweeping across the dark sky without leaving a trail or any other trace of material. This added to the strangeness of the phenomenon because the behavior of the fireball was not in accordance with normal natural phenomena. In the last few seconds of the viral video, a faint image appears in the background of the fireball. An unidentifiable creature is seen trying to blend in with the fireball, adding to the mysterious impression that is increasingly confusing viewers. Some people who watched the video claimed to see something resembling a human figure, while others suggested that it may be a supernatural creature or entity from another dimension. This incident further exacerbated the tension and speculation among the public. Not only that, these images also attracted the attention of paranormal experts and ufologists, who began discussing the possibility of extraterrestrial or invisible forces being involved in this event. Meanwhile, locals and eyewitnesses to the event began sharing their experiences on social media, adding layers to the confusing and unpredictable story. Discussions on social media were varied. Some users expressed their belief that the fireball phenomenon was a sign or warning from supernatural forces. Others believed that it was a sign from God indicating that the world was facing major changes or a greater natural disaster. These claims are widely found on social media platforms, which were previously considered a form of warning to humanity. On the other hand, there are also those who see the fireball phenomenon from the perspective of local culture and mythology, especially netizens from Southeast Asia, linking this phenomenon to the stories of Banaspati, a mythical fire creature told in various folktales and regional traditions. Banaspati itself is often depicted as a creature with a body made of fire or flames that are constantly moving. According to this view, the fireballs seen in the skies over Los Angeles may be manifestations of Banaspati crossing the sky with supernatural powers. However, there are also many who are skeptical, calling this phenomenon the result of a major fire that is currently happening. Some netizens suggested that the fireballs seen could simply be the lighting of burning material carried by strong winds, calling that this event may be part of a more complex meteorological phenomenon, where extensive fire accompanied by the burning of air particles creates such a fireball. Not only that, some scientists involved in the investigation of this incident suggest to focus more on the possibility that the phenomenon is the result of extreme weather that occurs simultaneously with the fire. Strong winds blowing along the California coastline are believed to have created a visual effect like a fireball moving quickly across the sky, thus blurring many people's perception of the event. As previously stated, videos of the fireball phenomenon spread very quickly on various social media platforms, especially Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Curious netizens began to scrutinize every detail of the videos. They zoomed in and slowed down the footage to identify more possible evidence. Many users became obsessed with the blurry images of creatures that appeared, considering this to be evidence of extraterrestrial life or supernatural entities trying to contact our world. The discussions that have developed tend to be dominated by a long-running debate about whether the phenomenon is the result of technology or extraterrestrial forces. Some argue that it is the influence of military experiments or advanced technology, while others insist that it is a sign of something far more mysterious. Viral videos uploaded by social media users are increasingly being discussed, with various visual analysis and image detection techniques being carried out by experts and conspiracy theorists. Some analyses even show that the fireballs seen in the videos have unusual speeds and movement patterns, adding to the belief of some that this phenomenon is something that cannot be explained by conventional science. In addition, many have also noted that the massive fires that occurred in Los Angeles may not have been the main cause of the fireball phenomenon, but rather just an incident that coincided with the appearance of the fireball. Speculation about alien involvement, supernatural intervention, and various other theories are increasingly flooding social media. Amid the chaos caused by the massive Los Angeles fires and the fireballs that streaked across the night sky, the sighting of a vague creature caught on video has become an even more surprising event. A widely released video shows a very strange phenomenon, where in slow-motion footage, a vague shadow in the form of a large four-legged animal can be seen moving among the flames. This incident sparked various speculations and theories, especially when the creature appeared to be walking calmly without being exposed to the intense heat of the fire surrounding it. The video quickly went viral on social media and attracted the attention of many observers and experts in the field of video and natural phenomena. The creature seen in the video seems unaffected by its dangerous surroundings. The fire that is blazing so close to the creature does not seem to hinder or harm its body at all. This oddity raises more questions. Is this creature real, or is it just an optical illusion created by the fire itself? Several video experts who examined the footage did further image enlargement and analysis. Many agreed that this creature was not human, not even a creature that we are familiar with. In a deeper analysis, several experts revealed that the creature recorded in the video did not seem to resemble any living creature that we are familiar with. Its larger body structure and the shape of its legs reminded people of a type of creature that came from a myth or even a fantasy world. However, another oddity lies in its body that glows with luminous patterns. These light patterns give the impression that the creature is not just an ordinary creature. The luminous patterns on the creature's skin, recorded in the video, are one of the most striking features and have given rise to various assumptions based on the observations of many people. This creature has a body that is more like a large reptile, with skin that seems to emit a strange light. Its large and strong body shape seems to give the impression that this creature has extraordinary powers, even more than humans can explain at this time. For some people who believe in mythology and religious stories, this appearance could be a manifestation of the Dajjal, a creature mentioned in various religious texts, including the Quran. This interpretation is believed to be a creature that will appear at the end of time. As one of the great Dabbah that can be described as a large and talking creature, it is expected to appear before the apocalypse as a warning to humanity. The appearance that shines and has a luminous pattern on its skin is very similar to the description of Dabbah found in several interpretations of the Quran and Hadith. Some scholars and religious leaders interpret this phenomenon as a sign or warning sign from God regarding the coming of the end times. Although many still doubt and consider this phenomenon to be just a coincidence or the result of sophisticated visual technology, this appearance is strong enough to spark widespread debate, especially among those who have religious beliefs. Along with the growing speculation on social media and the public, the United States government has not made an official statement regarding the phenomenon of fireballs and vague creatures seen in Los Angeles. Most of the reports received tend to focus on the massive fire that occurred, arguing that the event was caused by extreme weather conditions and other natural factors. However, the government prefers not to provide further confirmation regarding the creature seen in the video, considering its very mysterious and difficult to explain nature. Scientists, especially meteorologists and geophysicists, argue that the fireball phenomenon is likely one of the types of natural phenomena that occur very rarely. They suspect that the fireball could be caused by burning gases, released due to a large fire, Or it could also be a ball lightning strike, a rare natural phenomenon that occurs when static electricity with clouds meets burning particles in the air. However, although this phenomenon can be explained by more rational scientific theories, the appearance of a creature suspected of being a Dabbah remains something that cannot be explained by current scientific knowledge. In the scientific view, this kind of phenomenon is often faced with high doubts, especially in terms of the credibility of the video and reliable visual evidence. Some scientists argue that the video may have been edited or manipulated, while others try to find a more realistic and measurable explanation. Even so, the question of the existence of the invisible creature remains a great mystery that has not been solved. Or manipulated temporarily, others try to find a more realistic and structured explanation. Even so, the question of the existence of the invisible creature remains a great mystery that has not been solved. For some religious people, especially in the Muslim community, the appearance of the creature immediately reminds us of the story of Dabbah mentioned in the Quran. In some interpretations of the Quran, Dabbah is described as a large creature that will appear at the end of time to give a sign to humanity about the coming of the apocalypse. Scholars from various parts of the world, especially in Muslim-majority countries, associate this incident with the story. They see the appearance of this creature as a warning from God, indicating that the world is nearing the end of time. It could be your sign of the coming of what is said to be a sound or speech that can be understood. This is based on the belief that unusual natural events, such as fireballs and mysterious creatures, are often associated with signs of divine power in many religious traditions. Some scholars assert that these events are warnings for humanity to draw closer to God and to increase their faith and piety. They see these appearances as part of a reminder to reflect and prepare for the afterlife. According to them, such phenomena are God's way of reminding humanity of His greatness and to remind them of the importance of living a life full of faith. The climax of the fireball phenomenon and the appearance of the mysterious creature was further highlighted when a pilot flying over Los Angeles gave a shocking testimony. In an exclusive interview, the pilot who recorded the video of the phenomenon claimed that the celestial being was observing the fire with great attention, as if it were monitoring the situation below it. It was as if it was aware of the fire, the pilot said. The interview described how the creature moved between the flames without being affected by the intense heat. The pilot also described how the creature was clearly visible, even though the plane was at a fairly high altitude. This strengthens the claim that this was not an illusion or image manipulation. As someone who has experience flying, the pilot expressed his surprise and stated that he had never seen anything so unique in his years of working after a major fire. Finally, the fire began to die down, and the evacuation efforts reached their final stages. Another startling discovery was made at the site of the fire. Rescuers searching for debris and tracks that could provide further clues stumbled upon something unusual. The tracks were found on the ground that had been burned in an area that had previously been the scene of a devastating fire. The tracks looked suspicious and further raised the question, what exactly happened? Videos circulating on the media showed the tracks and became a hot topic among the people of Los Angeles. The discovery sparked countless speculations. This global event was believed to be changing the world. The discovery of glowing tracks found at the site of the fire after the fire had died down only added another layer of mystery to the event. Were the tracks really from the creature captured on video, or was there a more rational scientific explanation for the glowing tracks? To this day, scientists and authorities investigating the event have not provided an adequate explanation to either confirm or refute these claims. The story of the fireball phenomenon, the mysterious creature sightings, and the footprints found at the site of the Los Angeles fires remain a great mystery. The debate over the origin of the creature, whether it was a fire or an unusual natural phenomenon, continues to rage with great intensity among scientists, religious groups, and the general public. At the same time, the massive fires that have rocked Los Angeles continue to be a great test for the city's residents. Although the fires have forced the evacuation of more than 144,000 people, and although the fires are beginning to die down, the aftermath of the event is far from over. The public continues to wonder, was this just a coincidence, or was it part of a series of bigger events to come? As the mystery continues to unfold, the world now awaits answers to the phenomenon that has shaken so many people. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles fires continue to be a test for residents and evacuation teams as they struggle to cope. When the world is faced with extraordinary events that cause fear and confusion, it is often an opportunity to reflect and ask ourselves questions about life, our purpose in this world, and how we should respond to events that are beyond our understanding. The massive fire that forced more than 144,000 people to evacuate, and the phenomena that accompanied it, illustrated how fragile life is. No one can predict when a disaster will strike, and there are many unpredictable things from nature. This incident reminds us that life is a very precious gift, and we must value our lives with gratitude. These fires and mysterious phenomena are related to great signs that remind us to ask about our spiritual state. In many great traditions, extraordinary natural events are often seen as a call to return to God, to repent, and to improve ourselves. This is very important as a way to return to the right path, to correct past mistakes, and to strive to live a life of goodness and devotion to God. This phenomenon that occurred in Los Angeles reminds us that this world is only a temporary place, and we must prepare ourselves for eternal life in the afterlife.